process versus product. Hi, welcome to Bilingual Family TV, the place to be if you want to create meaningful relationships with your child while learning Spanish. And today I want to talk about process versus product. It is so important to understand the difference between process and product, or our focus, what our focus is. Is our focus on process or is it on product in terms of child development and just in life in general? So we recently had an art show, the Exposición de Arte at Bilingual Family. And you can clearly see that we have an emphasis on process versus product at Bilingual Family. And the reason this is so important for children's artwork is because it takes a while for children to develop those skills. And so if we focus on the product, teachers are going to end up doing most of the work for the children, or we're going to have to make models and have them all do the same thing in order to create a product that looks like, a fish, or looks like something that really was intended for the teacher to create, or for to have a product to show to the parents or to somebody. And so in terms of our art, we can really see how important it is to focus on process versus product. And I think a lot of our audience, our community, really truly believes that process is more important than product in terms of child development and parenting and all this. However, I think that often we forget about this concept of process versus product in our own lives. And as I was thinking about making this video, I realized that I was being really hard on myself because recently I haven't been making videos. I love Cafecito con Daniela, and I haven't been making Cafecito con Daniela because I am pregnant and because there's just a lot going on. But I was focused on this product, on producing, on having this tangible thing that I can show, oh yes, there's progress, or I'm delivering something. I have a product or something to deliver. That's the product part of it. And often we don't look back to see where we have come from, how far we have come in terms of content, for example, in terms of our parenting styles or our parenting skills, or our child's development. Often we focus on they're not reading yet, or they don't know their numbers, or they're not speaking in Spanish yet. And we forget where they came from, where they were on day one. So I want to give you a quick example, like a tangible example of process versus product. This is just a silly example, but it's truly an example that you can capture, it's tangible, so it's easier to see. And that is our sensory table. So I'm going to show you a picture of our sensory table, our sensory tub, when we first started Bilingual Family. And here it is. So the actual tub is a concrete mixing tub that I got from Home Depot for like $8. And the base of it was an old TV stand that somebody in my neighborhood had put out for big trash pickup, and I picked it up, put it in my car, and used it as the base for our sensory tub. And I'm getting emotional because it truly shows how much we have grown, and it's such a silly thing. So anyway, probably a year later or so, the tub was getting too small for the amount of children that were at Bilingual Family at once. And I got a bigger concrete mixing tub. Here's a picture from Home Depot. And with PVC pipe, created a base for it. And this worked for a while. Again, it was only maybe $50 altogether compared to the $8 of the other table. But, we were progressing, we were growing. And then finally, our current tub is a commercially made tub that was over $300. I don't know how much it was. But it took a while to get there, right? And so even though it's just a material thing, it's something that we can look at and we can see, oh wow, look how much we have grown. And often in our lives, we don't look back to see where we were, to see how much we have grown. And that's important. This is not that important. This is not that emotional. I think it's the hormones, but I do think it's important. In terms of parenting, for example, I am not a parent yet. I'm a dog parent, but sometimes we get so frustrated with the issue that we're dealing with today. My dog is still doing this thing, or my child still doesn't know how to read, but we don't look back and see how much they have grown and see how much progress we have made and realize, oh my goodness, look at how our relationship has improved, or look at my child's able to get dressed by themselves. I don't know what it is, but if you look at the process and the progress, you can have a much happier life. So this video really was for me, made for me, because I need it, but I think it's something that we all need to remember, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, give it a super me encanta, share it with your friends, and if you want even more resources, head over to bilingualfamily.us and sign up for our newsletter. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, second language acquisition is all about relationships. Adios! I forgot one very important thing, a belly shot. So this is a 15-week belly. Let's see, we can do, maybe the black will show better. 15 weeks.